Hey guys, it's Morgan from Highland Cycles. So, if you've been following the saga with Daisy here, the bike that I blew up down in Oklahoma, you know that we've taken it apart, found that the inside of the cylinder was good after cleaning it up, put a new piston on it, it's right there. And now we're getting ready to put it back together, but as I was sliding the cylinder on, I slid the cylinder on, and as I was tightening the head bolts, one of them never tightened up. And that is never a good thing, as you probably know. So I found that it was stripping. So then I got to inspecting it even closer and found out that all the holes for the head bolts were starting to strip. So that's a huge bummer. Let me show you something here. So if you look right there, this is one I haven't done anything to yet. See how that, ooh. See how that part right there is starting to come up? And you can kind of see right here, that's not looking good. Anyway, they're all bad. And all I can figure is that the thing got so stinking hot that it damaged that aluminum, right? It just, where the bolt, because the bolts were tight from before, it was pulling on really tight. And all I can figure is it messed it up. So, the appropriate, correct thing to do is get a new cylinder, because really there's not a lot of meat there, right? So there's not a lot of room to do anything with it. But because we are an educational channel and we are an experimental channel, we're becoming an experimental channel, we are going to try to fix it with helicoils. So I've already done two. You can look right here and here. Whoop. So you can look right here and right here. And I put helicoils in. My biggest concern is, first of all, is that aluminum okay to even hold the helicoil? But really, more importantly, see the distance between that and the O-ring plate, like the groove where the O-ring goes? I don't know if that's going to seal. But, and like I said, the correct thing to do is just get a new cylinder and start over. But it's going into wintertime. It's our rental bike, and it's really not it's not reserved anytime soon. It's going to start snowing and shut everything down here probably pretty soon anyway. And I'm getting my new hip, I'm getting my hip replaced here in a couple weeks. So honestly, this is a perfect time to just try this out and see how it goes. I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea how this is going to work. Again, this is not a recommendation. This is a test to see how it goes. We'll do this. I'm going to get this thing, I'm going to fix all those holes with helicoils, and then I'm going to put it on, and we're going to fire it up and run it, and fire it up and run it, and get it hot and cold, and see if it leaks any coolant or anything like that, or compression, and just see how it goes, because honestly, I don't know. So, stay tuned here on the channel. Make sure you subscribe, because this could be interesting. We could blow it right up and have to do a crank, and I mean, there could be all kinds of things that go wrong with this. So, yeah, stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and click the little notification bell. And join me for the rest of this video as I helicoil these holes. I kind of show you how we're doing that. Let's take a look at how we're going to fix these holes. I've already fixed 3 of them with with helicoils, and we're just going to go ahead and do the rest of them, and I'll just kind of show you. I'm just going to do one for you, show you what we're doing. Again, this is in no way, shape, or form a recommendation by Highland Cycles. This has just now become an experiment to see what happens when we helicoil all these and put the thing back together. We very well could have a big problem on our hands as soon as we bolt the thing back together and start it, but there's only one way to find out, right? With helicoils, if you've never done one, what you got to do is drill the hole out just a little bit bigger to then run the helicoil tap into it and then put the coil in. So we've got these are M8 bolts, or M8 holes that take M8 bolts. So those are the helicoils, and then this 9/64 inch drill bit. And we're going to just chalk it up. Now, In a perfect world, you do this in a drill press or a machine or something like, a mill. But, again, this is an experiment in the redneck way of fixing a motorcycle. Yeah, this is definitely not what I do for customer stuff. I would actually just order a new cylinder. But, like I said, it's mine. It's our rental. It's going into wintertime. I'm getting my hip replaced, so why not? Try it out. Now we got our helicoil tap. And one of the keys to these things working is using some sort of lube on these holes as the tap goes in. You should really use some sort of cutting oil or lubricant on any tap you're doing, but these things are super important because we want to keep these threads as pretty as possible. So I take this, I like 6-in-1. It works for everything. This Bel-Ray 6-in-1. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to buy some from Amazon. It works good. It works good for really any kind of lube. It's a good penetrating lube. Alright, so put that in. Line it up, make sure it's nice and straight. We're going to go real slow as we start this thing. And if you go slow enough, if it starts to get out of, not quite straight up and down, side to side, whatever, you can actually correct it. If you're going slow and you're taking your time, you can correct it before it does the whole thing out of whack. I feel pretty good about that. You're going to want to go in a little bit, and then come back out. And blow it out. Blow the tap out too. Put a little more lube in there. Come back in. And once you've got your hole started, it should really go back through those initial threads just super easy if everything's going well.
Well, I don't like riding in no cage. No, I don't. I don't like how it feels. No, no, no. Go on and rub it on my casket forever to.
All right. Now, down in that hole, see how nice and clean those threads are? That's what you're looking for. Look like factory threads. They look really, really good. Now we're going to get our helicoil. All right. So we got our little M8 helicoil. We got our driver, and these are pretty cool. They have a collar, so you can set the height. So you can put that in there. You get that hooked up on the end of the helicoil. Now we're just going to take it, go nice and easy down. Turn that. And I may need to change the setting. Let's see. Nope, there we go. It's right on the money. So that's what you're looking for. You want the top of the helicoil just down below the surface, so it's nice and smooth and flat. So now if you look down in there, there's a tang. You got to knock that thing out, and it's kind of tough to get them to come out if it's on the bike or something like that, but what we can do is knock it down and then blow it out with air. Alright, so just take a screwdriver, just get down in there on that tang. There we go. Take our air hose. I know it was hard to see, but it blew out. So there we go. We're gonna fix the other 2 holes. All 6 will be helicoiled, and then we're gonna put it back together and do a test and see how it holds up. Hopefully it all works great. If not, we'll be buying a cylinder, but we're at that point anyway, and I don't mind the time it takes to put it together, try it, and then take it back apart if I have to. Like I said, the biggest concern I have is by helicoiling it, it makes this distance right here even smaller between where the O-ring goes and this flat spot where the coolant's going to run. So I don't know if that's going to work. There's plenty of meat around there to hold the coils, I think, or the bolts, but I just don't know if that's going to seal. So thanks guys, appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe and get the notification bell on for this one, because you don't want to miss the video of me testing this thing and seeing how it goes, because honestly it could totally blow up and have to take it back apart. Yeah, you just don't know. But I'm here to test things for you guys to see if it works and let you guys know, kick down some knowledge. So yeah, I hope that works out. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Make sure you get out and ride your dirt bikes.